Okay, so this is a warm-up session for your HKIMO, and this is primary 4. Okay, so question, okay, there is some annotations. Okay, so the question here is Amy gets 68 marks, 78 and 95 marks on Chinese, English, and mathematics exam. If she has an average of 84 marks, how many marks does she get in science exam? So what do you think is the answer? Diba? If she has an average of these four, the Chinese,
95.
okay, Chinese, English, mathematics, and science, so that would just be simply 84 times 4, right? And then subtract it to the score in Chinese, which is 68, on 78, and then on the 95. And then you will get 336 because 84 times 4 is 336 minus 68 minus 78 minus 95. And the answer here is just simply 95. Okay. If you keep on spamming the chats, then maybe I can close the chat box or something. Yeah. So this is just how you do it, huh? So if she has an average of 84 marks on these four exams, so 84 minus 4, right? And then since Amy got 68, 78, 95, just subtract it with 84 minus 4. Because 84 times 4 rather is already your total out of the 4 tests. Then just subtract it with the score in Chinese, English, and mathematics. Just simple as that. Okay? The answer is 95. It's correct. Okay, let's go to number 2. Again, I will advise that after my solution, you you have a screenshot of it fast so that we can proceed to the next question. So the sum of father's and mother's ages is 79. If the age of father 4 years later is the same as the age of mother 7 years ago, how old is mother now? See? So father plus mother is 79. So if the age of father 4 years later, so F plus 4 is the same as the age of mother 7 years ago, so mother minus 7, how old is mother now? Meaning F is simply equal to M minus 7 minus 4. Or that is M minus 11. Diba? So, meaning if you're going to substitute the value there, this will become M minus 11 plus M is equal to 79. Okay? So you have 2M is equal to 79 plus 11 because this is minus 11. When it goes to the right side, it becomes plus 11. So you have 2M is equal to 80 or M is equal to 40. It's ano pala, 90. Sorry. 90 or M is equal to 45. So we already solved this one. It's 45. Okay, just like what I told you, don't spam the chat so that I can read the chats of your classmates. Please respect your classmates, okay? And also respect me. Okay, let's go to number 3. Ming's grandmother's age this year adds 4, multiply 7, minus 79, then divides 10. The result will be 60. Okay, the result would be 60. So you start with 60 first. It's called working backwards. You work backwards. Since the previous or the later operation is divides by 10, so you multiply this one by 10. So you will get 600. Diba? And then it's minus the 79. So it's 600 plus 79. which is 679.
Sir,
And then, yes,
excuse me, what is the answer in number 2 again? Yeah.
okay. I told you, diba? I told you that if I'm done, then let's proceed to the next question. I told you that if I'm done answering, then do a screenshot and then copy it. This will be my last warning, okay? So the answer here is 45. The reason why it's 45 because the sum of father and mother is 79. And then father's age 4 years later, or F plus 4, is equal to the mother's age 7 years ago. Okay, this is plus 4. Moving to the right, it becomes minus 4. So you have F is equal to M minus 7 minus 4. Or F is equal to M minus 11. Okay? So this one, the F plus M is equal to 79. Instead of writing F, you write M minus 11. So M minus 11, this is the value of your F. So plus M is equal to 79, right? So M plus M is 2M minus 11 is equal to 79. Okay, so you have 2M is equal to 79 plus 11, or 2M is equal to 90. Divide by 2, divide this one by 2, cancel, cancel, then M is equal to 45.
Okay, thank you. I'm done.
Okay, so next time, after my solution, just copy it directly. Okay, let's continue with this one. The result is 60, and the later operation to that is divides by 10. So working backwards, it's multiplied by 10, 600. Then minus 79, so this is plus 79, so you get 679. Then multiplied by 7 means divide by 7. So what is 679 divided by 7? That would be 97, right? Then adds 4 means minus 4 because it's working backwards. So you minus 4. So the answer here is 93. I think this is very basic. Most of you know this one because this is already the final round. I mean, the final warm up. Okay, go to the next question. Hopefully, you're done with your screenshot so that we can proceed. Let's go to number 4. First September is Saturday. In the same year, Hong Kong International Science Olympiad 2018 will be held on 16th of December. How many days are remaining to hold the event? This is just very easy. You just need to count the days between the 1st of September and the 16th of December, right? So the 1st of September and the 16th of December. So how many days are there in September? We have 30, diba? So since it starts with 1st of September, so we only have 29. 29 plus October 31 plus 30 plus 16. So the answer here is 106. It's not asking if it's Sunday, Saturday, or what. It is only asking for how many days are remaining to hold the event. So how many days are left, right? Don't be confused about those type of questions. Okay, let's have number 5. Number 4 is very easy. Okay, number 5. Now we add two numbers. Uh, one number's 10 digit is written from 4 correctly to 8. Two wrong to 8. Okay. It should be read this way. The phrasing of the question is very confusing. Yeah, it will be sent. So we add two numbers. One number's 10 digit is written from 4 correctly to 8 wrongly, and another number's hundredth digit is written from 6 correctly to 2 wrongly. The sum is 7328. What is the correct number? What do you think? 7328. From the given, the tens digit is written from 4 correctly to 8. What does that mean? So we have two numbers. We have number A and number B, right? So one number's 10 digit is written wrongly from 4 correctly to 8 wrongly. So the difference would be 4, right? From 4 to 8, the difference is negative 4, okay? And another number's hundredths digit is from 6 to 2, diba? So it's plus 4, right? So what happens here, if you're going to, if you try to analyze, it is 4 correctly to wrong to 8 wrongly. So the difference between it is 4, right? Negative 4. And then the other one is 6 to 2. So that is plus 4, right? And this one is on the tens digit, so times 10. And this one is on the hundreds digit, which is times 100. So on the given, the sum is 7328. 7328. And the adjustment that we do is now plus 400 minus 40. So the answer here is 7688.
Teacher, just wait. I'm actually writing notes down instead of print screening it.
Yeah. So while I'm answering, you can copy it. So again, the reason why it's negative 4 and this is plus 4 is that he wrote 8 instead of 4. So the difference is negative 4, right? So we should decrease it by 4. The other one, he wrote 2 instead of 6. So we should have plus 4, right? And then since the plus 4 is in the hundreds digit, so 4 times 100. And the other one is negative 4 times 10. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, we have the same answer here. It's 7688. Okay, let's have number 6. Number 6. There are 11 matches. Amy and Bruce take matches in order from 1 to 2 matches. Who gets the last match will be the winner. If Amy starts first, how many matches does she need to get to ensure that she will win? What's your answer? There are 11 matches, right? Amy and Bruce take matches in order from 1 to 2 matches. Okay, 1 to 2. Who gets the last match will be the winner. So if whoever will get the last match is either the last 2 matches or the last 1 match will be the winner. So if Amy starts first, then how many matches does she need to ensure that she will win?
2 matches.
2. So why do you think is it 2? Why do you think is it 2? I don't know. Okay. So for example, since uh the it is said here that Amy and Bruce take matches in order from 1 to 2 matches. Then who will get the last, etc., etc. For example, if Amy will only get 1, then Bruce will get 2, and then Amy will get 2, then Bruce will get 2. So how many would there be in total? That would be 3 plus 4. That would be 8 plus 2. That would be 10. And the other one here, so Bruce will win, right? So even though you will try to have as many, what do you call this, as many combinations as possible. If Amy will get 1, then Bruce will get 1. Amy will get 1, Bruce will get 1. Bruce will still be ahead, except if Amy gets 2 first, right? So what will happen is that if Amy gets 2, then Bruce gets 2, Amy gets 2, 2 again. So that would be uh yeah, and Amy gets 1, then Amy gets 2, and then Bruce gets 2, then it's 4 plus 3, which is 7, right? And then we'll get 2, we'll get 2, then we'll get 1. So Amy will get the last one, right? So if you try to do the listing, it will take you time, but then you will realize on the process that if Amy takes one match on the first part, she will lose. Okay, so as much as possible, she will take two. Okay, so we have two here. Those type of questions are very good because we play games like that back on primary school. Okay, let's answer number 17. Find the value of 13 plus 14 plus 15, etc. until you reach 2 plus 30. What do you think is the answer? Diba we have the formula for this one? Okay, so we have the formula for this one. So the formula is we need to know the number. Okay, we need to know the number of terms present here. So the number of terms is simply 30 minus 13 plus 1, which is equal to 18. Meaning there are 18 numbers. 18 numbers. Okay? So if you have 18 numbers, then that is your number of terms, right? So to get the sum or the total if you keep on adding, that is just simply 13, the smallest number, plus 30, the biggest number, divided by 2 times the number of terms, which is 18. Okay? So this is just 43 times 9. Okay? Because we can rewrite this one as 13 plus 30 plus 18, sorry, times 18 divided by 2. Okay? So we have 43 times 9, which is equal to 387. Yeah, it's the last and first or the biggest minus smallest for the number of terms. Take note that on the number of terms, this is minus here. So the biggest minus the smallest all over the skip count plus 1. But if it's the sum, it should be plus. It's like getting the average of the smaller number and the biggest number. The smallest number and the biggest number. Getting the average of that because you divide it with 2. So the answer is 387. Okay, let's continue with number 8. Hopefully you're done with your screenshot. But we can proceed with number 8. Okay, number 8. Find the value of 11,111 times 11,111. Okay, so count how many ones are there. If there are 10 of ones, diba? Meaning, there would be the value for our answer should be 10 minus 1. Okay, 10 minus 1. So we have 10 minus 1 digits. Okay, there are 10 of ones. So the number of digits is 10 minus 1, which is 9. Then just keep on adding number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is our final answer. Okay, avoid studying the chat box, okay? Avoid spamming chats. Let's go to number 9. Find the value of this one. This is very easy. As what you can notice, we can factor out 209. We have 209 here, 209 and 209. So when we try to factor out 209, 209, put it outside the parentheses, we have 50 plus 30 plus 20. Okay? So that would be equal to 209 times 100. So the answer here is 209 and then you add 2 zeros or 20,900. Okay, let's go to number 10. This one. Find the value of 28, 2,400 divided by 8, 3,200 or 3,200 divided by 4, and 4,000 divided by 10. This is very easy. So your 2,400 or 2,400 divided by 8 is just simply 300 plus 3,200 divided by 4 is 800 plus 4,000 divided by 10 is 400. This is very easy to add. This is equal to 1,500. Hmm. Okay, I'm warning. I will give a warning to those who will keep on spamming the chat box. Okay, because you are not respecting your classmates. Okay, let's have number 11. Number 11. So find the value of 192 divided by 8, 192 divided by 16, and 192 divided by 32. Okay. So as what you can notice, 192 is divisible by 8, right? So this one is equal to 24. Then 192 is also divisible by 16. And this one is equal to 12. And then 192 is also divisible by 32. And this one is equal to 6. As what you can notice, this is 8, 16, 32. You keep on multiplying 2, multiplying 2. So on the answer, you keep on dividing 2, keep on dividing 2. Okay? That's how you do it. So hopefully, most of you noticed this one. I think one of your classmates noticed the solution. So the answer here is 42. Okay, let's go to number 12. Okay, this one. Find the value of these numbers. Diba we can do pairing? Okay, can do pairing for this one, right? So we have 143 plus 757. We have 123 plus 877. Then we have 992 plus 2. And we have 247 plus 753, right? We can pair that one. And 143 plus 877 is simply, sorry, 143 plus 757 is equal to 900, right? We have 900 plus 1000 plus 1000 and then plus 1000. Those are equal to 1000 only, right? Did you notice? 998 plus 2, 1000. 123 plus 877, 1000. 247 plus 753, 1000. 143 plus 757, 900. So the answer here is 3900. Okay. Yeah, the other technique here is, I thought you already know, you should pair by looking at the unit digit. Diba? If this is 3, then look at those that have number 7. So do you have this one or this one? But it's much easier if you pair it with this one because that is equal to 900. And pair this one with this one, and then pair this one by this one. Sir, why do we do that? 8 plus 2 is 10, so it will be 0. 3 plus 7 is 10, so it will be 0. Something like that. Okay? Okay, let's have number 13. If a 9-digit number 201805138 is divisible by 16, find the value of a. If it's divisible by 16, what does that mean? Divisible by 16 means it is divisible by 4 or 2 and 8, right? If it's just divisible by 4, then you are always not sure if it's divisible by 16 because it does not encompass the divisibility rule of 8, right? So rather, we use the divisibility rule of 2 and 8. It's only divisible by 2 if the A is even, right? It's divisible by 8 if 1 3A is divisible by 8. And the only number that makes it divisible is A is equal to 6. Because 136 divided by 8 is equal to 17. And there would be no other answer. So the answer here is 6. Okay, let's have 2 more questions and then let's have our break.
Wait, teacher, I still writing it down.
Yeah. Take note that if it's divisible by 16, try to think, would it be divisible by 4 or 2 and 8? Of course, if we only consider divisibility of 4, it does not encompass or it does not include the divisibility rule of 8. But the divisibility rule of 8 includes the divisibility rule of 4. So instead, we go to those with a larger scope, right? So we choose the divisibility of 2 and 8. It's divisible by 2 if it's an even number. The A is an even number. It's
Okay,
divisible
teacher,
by 8
finish. Thank you for waiting.
if the last 3 digits is divisible by 3. So we have A is equal to 6. Okay, let's have number 14. Oh, wait. Why is there something like Okay. I think there are this one. There are 25s of this one and 6 of 12s of times 6 times 6, etc. Right? So what is the unit digit cycle? If it's 6 times 6, that is 36. So it's always 6, right? It's always 6. What if for 4? You have 4 raised to 1 is equal to 4. 4 raised to 2 is 16. 4 raised to 3 is something with 4 unit digit. So the pattern is 4646, right? So the pattern is 2. So you have 25 divided by 2, you will get 12 remainder 1. So the remainder 1 stands for remain 4, okay? Because this is your remainder 0, okay? So the remainder 1 is 4. So you have 4 times 6, which is 24, right? So the unit digit of this one is 4. So the answer here is 4. You can direct message me for your answers and concerns. Just avoid spamming the chat or chatting on the chat box because if most of you chat on the chat box, then it will be flooding already. Okay? It will be flooding already. Your classmates won't be able to see the important chat. Okay?
It is also blocking the presentation.
Yeah, it's also blocking the presentations because it shows on the screen. Okay, let's go to number 15. Okay, this question is wrong. Actually, this question is wrong. It should be how many positive factors does 100 have? Because if you think of it, a factor could be a negative factor, right? If you have 25, then that would be 1 times 25 and 5 times 5. Or negative 1 times negative 25 or negative 5 times negative 5. That is still equal to 25. So how many factors are here in total? You have 2 plus 2, which is 4. But if you're only looking for the positive factors, then you have 2, right? Okay, so again, this should be positive factors. Okay, how do we solve for the positive factors first? So get the prime factorization of your 100. Okay, so you have 100. Okay, so that would be 4 times 25. Or simply, since we need the prime factors, that would be 2 times 2 times 5 times 5, right? Or 2 squared times 5 squared. And then the next step is use the exponent. The exponent here is 2, the exponent here is 2. So 2, you keep on adding 1, 2 plus 1, close parenthesis, times the exponent here, which is 2 again. So 2, you keep on adding 1, so you have plus 1. So the answer here is 3 times 3, which is equal to 9. Okay? So if you're looking for how many positive factors does 100 have, then that would be 9. Okay? If it includes the negative factors, then that would be 18. But most of the cases, even though the question is how many factors does 100 have, he only meant the positive factors. It does not include the negative factors. Okay? So just use this technique and the answer here is 9. Okay? So we still have time. We can have our break. We can have our short break. So I'll just repeat that again. So based on my tutees, what they do is just 280 divided by 4, you get 70. Then since A is 3 times of B, so 3 times 70, you get 210. So why is this solution here? It's because of this, because of the next solution that I will tell you. Okay? So the first sentence, the sum of positive numbers A and B is 280, right? So A plus B is equal to 280. The next condition, A is 3 times B. So the value of A is 3 times B. So instead of writing A here, you write 3 times of B or the 3B. Okay? So 3B plus B, that is equal to 4B, right? So 4B is equal to 280. Divide 4B by 4 to get B. If you divide 4B by 4, you also divide 280 by 4. So 280 divided by 4 is 70. Since the value of A is 3B, then the value of A is 3 times 70, which is 210. Okay, let's have number 17. Find the highest common factor for the HCF of 16, 18, 24. So highest common factor can be renamed as the GCF, or sorry, the GCD, or the greatest common divisor. So this is how you solve it. This is very easy. So you have 16, 18, and 24. You write the values first. 16 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, right? This is 2 to the 4 times 2 times 2 times 2. Your 18, on the other hand, is 2 times 9. You need to align the number. So this is 3 times 3. Okay? Your 24 is 2 times 2 times 2, or 8 times 3, and then times 3 here. So among the 3 here, which among the 3 rows that you have, what is the common between them? The only common is this number here, right? So the answer here, the GCF or the GCD, equal to 2. Okay, let's continue with the next number. Okay, number 80. So find the least common multiple, or the LCM, of 6, 9, and 12. Again, this is just very easy. What you need to do is 6, sorry. You write down 6, you write down 9, and you write down 12. What would be the prime factors of 6? That would be 2 times 3. What are the prime factors of 9? That is 3 times 3. As what you can notice, I realigned the 3 here. Okay? And then, what is the prime factors of 12? That is 4 times 3, right? So you have 2 times 3 times 2. Okay? I I isolated the 2 here because there are no other 2's here. This is only one 2, so you pair it, you align it to the other 2 below. So just align here, align, align, align. So what we'll be having is 2 times 3 times 3 times 2, or just simply 4 times 9, and the answer here is 36. We just keep on realigning the number. Okay, go to number 19. How many rectangles are there in the figure below? What do you think is the answer?
27.
27, correct. So as what you can notice, you have one. Let's say that we have an extension here. That would be 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, right? So that would be around 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. 1 plus 2 plus 3 times 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6 times 6, which should be equal to 36. But we are not going to include this one, right? And how many are affected if we're not going to include that one? Diba? We already have 1 plus 2 plus 3 times 1 plus 2 plus 3. That is 6 times 6, which is 36. So if we are not going to include this one, the affected are 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Those and those, which is 36 minus 3 times 3. So the answer here is 27. Do you understand? Same technique, same technique if the question goes like this. How many rectangles included the asterisk? That is just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? So there are 9 rectangles. There are 9 rectangles that includes the asterisk. Meaning, from the 36, you minus 9 again, which is just 27, right? Okay. So again, how did we solve this one? So first is you have 1 plus 2 plus 3 times 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is 6 times 6. You have 36. Okay, we have this one. Then why is there a 9, sir? So the reason why there is a 9, because if the same question like what we always have, how many rectangles does does it does the how many rectangles is there that includes the asterisk or that one? So this is just 1, 2, 3. So 3 times 3 is 9, right? 3 times 3 is 9. So you have 36 minus 9, which is 27. So this is our final answer. Or, yeah, you can also try to solve for this one and then solve for that one and then subtract the overlap here. That is another solution. Okay, you can also do that. Okay, let's continue with number 20. Okay, this one. The area of rectangle is 20. The length is 5 times as the width. Find the value of the length. Okay, so the area of a rectangle, that is just simply length times width, diba? So your area or your length times width is equal to 20. On the given here, your length is 5 times your width. Okay, so let's answer again, number 20. So just like what you said, we already said that the width is 2 and the length is 10. Okay, because the length times width is equal to 20. And then the length is 5 times of your width. So instead of writing length, you write 5w times w is equal to 20. Meaning that is 5w squared is equal to 20, right? So your w squared is equal to 4 because you divide this one by 5, you also divide this one by 5. Cancel, cancel. And then your width, you get the square root of that, get the square root of that, that will be equal to 2,
2,
right?
yes.
So your length
Yes.
now is 2 times 5, which is 10. So the question, find the value of 10. So it's 10. Okay. So I apologize for the inconvenience. Yeah, the Zoom collapsed earlier. Hopefully you don't, some your classmates didn't leave. Okay, let's continue. Let's have number 21. The perimeter of an equilateral triangle is 42. Find the value of its side length. So what does equilateral triangle left?
Can
What
you
does
show
what
number
does equal
20
mean?
again? Can you show
Then
number 20 again?
the answer here is 10. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure
Okay.
nobody left because my other gadget is online. Okay. Let's have number
Mm.
21. So the perimeter of an equilateral triangle is 42. What does an equilateral triangle mean? Diba, we have
Means
this.
all sides are equal, maybe.
Correct. So all sides are equal. So if this is S, then this is also S, and this is also S. Meaning the all sides are equal. So meaning this 42, you just simply divide this one by 3, right? So the answer that we have is 14. Okay. So if you're going to draw this one, so this one's 14, this one's 14, then this one is 14. Then we satisfy the given that it is an equilateral triangle, right? Okay, let's continue with number 22. I think number 21 is very easy. As long as you know the definition on what is an equilateral triangle, what is an isosceles triangle, etc. Okay, let's have number 22. So a pyramid has 1001 vertices. How many edges does this pyramid have? What do you think? How many edges? Okay,
It's
let's have
probably 2,000.
correct. That is actually correct. So if you're confused of how to solve this one, first
I
make
actually know
a
how is it.
square pyramid. Okay, compare it with a square pyramid. So it has the five vertices, and it has 8 edges. So what does that mean? The number of vertices is found here, 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 here. So when you subtract
It could be
1, that is
minus
5
1
minus
times
1,
2
which is 4, and then this 4, you
times
just
2.
times 2. So this 1001 vertices, you subtract 1, you will get 1000, right? And then times 2, you will get 2000. So that
The
is
same
your
solution.
final answer. Okay.
I
Because
have
by
the same
definition,
solution.
yeah, why 2? It's 2 because if you're going to compare it, the number of vertices that will remain here, that will remain here, 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 and here, is just the number of edges times 2. Because see, if you're going to compare this vertices is connected to 2, then connected to 2, connected to 2, right? It's always connected to 2. So just times 2. If you're good at drawing, you can even try to draw a pyramid with a pentagon base. Then still you will get the same answer. Okay?
If it's ask faces.
Hmm? Yeah, if it's
How
spaces,
about
then that's different solution already. See, but I think we don't have much time. Let's continue. I will teach you the phases later. Okay, let's answer 23 first. How many triangles are there in the figure? Okay, sorry. So how many triangles are there in the figure below?
9.
9?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 9. So why is this 9? First, you count the smaller ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have already 7 small triangles, right? So the next one is we count for the bigger one, okay? And since there are no matches here, we can only count. Okay, can you let me annotate first? Okay, can you erase your annotation? Di ba I'm the only one allowed to annotate. So this one and this one. There are only two bigger triangles. So you just need to plus 2. So the answer here is 9. Okay. Okay, let's have number 24. At most, how many lines can be formed by using 15 points on a plane?
Sorry, sir. Can I see again the 23 less?
23 because the
9.
solution here, it's 9. So that is 7 plus The 7 is the smaller or the small triangles, and this one are the big. Okay, are you done?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So let's have number 24. So at most, how many lines can be formed by using 15 points on a plane? So if I tell you how many points do you need to form a line?
2.
2, right? So for example, if you have this line, this point, this point, this point, this point, this point. So it's either you need 2, you only 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 need 2, etc. Right? It's a lot. So if you have 15 points, out of the 15 points that you have on a plane, you only need to choose 2. So that is
Excuse
15
me, teacher.
C2. Yes?
My mom actually taught me a solution for this.
Okay. Uh, I think this is a more, what's your solution for this one? 24.
Probably almost every kid knows this, even I think.
Yeah, is is
So
that 15C2?
no, it's not like that. It's 15 times 15 minus 1 over 2.
It's 15
It's
times
n.
14 divided by 2, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically that's it.
So what you said there is 15 times 14 divided by 2. Okay? So why is that the correct solution? So this one is equal to 105, right? So if you have n choose r, that would be equal to n factorial all over r factorial minus n minus r factorial. Okay, that is what it meant. Okay, so the 15, the value of n here is 15, so we have 15 factorial all over r factorial, which is 2 factorial, n minus r is 13 factorial, right? And 15 factorial is equal to 15 times 14 times 13 times 12, etc. Or in this part here, this is just 13 factorial, right? So this is 15 times 14 times 14 times 13 factorial all over 2 factorial times 13 factorial. So you can cancel this, cancel this. So we have derived your formula here, your solution here, which is just simply 15 times 4 divided by 2, which is still 105. So your solution is just the same as my solution.
Wait, why is it 15 times 4?
Is it
15 times
15
14,
times
sorry.
4?
It's
Oh,
15 times
okay.
14,
Okay.
right? So my solution is just the same as your solution. Okay? So hopefully you guys remember the MCR formula, which is this one, because this is very useful. What if the question here is you have 13 points on a plane, right? So what if it becomes bigger? What if you have 25 points on a plane, right? So it is, you can't do it by listing. But you can also do the technique here, which is just the same as my solution here. Okay, okay, let's continue with number 25. Yeah, we're on number 25. Okay, so it is given that the total weight of 3 apples and 3 melons is 900 grams. The weight of a melon is the same as 2 apples. Okay, so you have 3 apples plus 3 melons, that is equal to 900 grams. So the weight of melon is the same as 2 apples, right? We need to solve for the weight of 1 apple. So meaning, instead of writing m, we write the value of m, which is 2a. So instead of writing 3a plus 3m, the value of m is 2a. Is equal to, can you erase your notation? Okay. So that is 3a plus 6a, which is equal to 9a, right? So 900. So a is equal to 100, right? Because you divide this one by 9 and you divide this one by 9. So the answer here is just simply 100, okay? The weight of apple is simply 100. Okay, let's go to number 26. I think 25 is very easy. There could be a lot of solutions for this one. Your classmates know a lot of solutions for this one. Okay. So the question, if Andy goes from point A to point B, each step can only move down or move left. How many ways are there? So we need to know how many ways are there. Okay, let me remove the flash because it hurts my eye. Okay? If you can still see me. Mhm. So it can only move down or move left, right? Okay, remove unnecessary chats. Okay, let's focus on your class, on the class. So, so this would be simple because there can be one way here, one way, one way, and one way, one way, one way. And then to solve for this part here on this point, that point there, to solve for this point, how many ways to go there? There is 1 plus 1 ways, which is equal to 2. Okay? And this one here is 1, and this one here is 2, right? Because 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay? And then this one here is 2 plus 1, which is 3. And then this one here is 3 plus 2, which is 5. Okay, let's continue. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 plus 3 is 6, right? 5 plus 6 is 11. 6 plus 4 is 10. So 10 plus 11 is 21. So the answer here is 21.
I also had to do like a sketch
I use sketch. Okay, let's.
for this solution.
So it really took you a lot of time. If you're going to do that, it will really take you a lot of time, right?
Yeah, it's just that I don't really know how to like do like the other thing, like how I like supposed to like draw the graph thing.
Okay, so if I were you, you can just use this technique here because it's just keep on adding, right? You just keep on adding to solve for the answer, right?
Okay,
Like
okay then.
if it's going down and going right, then the only thing that can add here is those going to the left and going down, right? Based on the given.
Okay.
Okay, let's move to number 27. This one. Andy has 27 of $1 and $2 coins altogether. If he has $35 in total, how many $2 coins does he have? How are you
8.
going to solve this? 8? Why is your answer 8?
Well, it's because there is I think there is 19 ones.
Okay, so we can also have that one, but the shortcut here, okay, the shortcut here is you have $35 total. So you subtract it with 1 times 27 because you can assume that every let's assume that every coin
All coins
that he
are
has is
$1.
$1, diba? So that would be the answer here would be 8. So what's the difference between $1 and $2 coins? So divide it with the difference between the $2 and $1 coin. So the answer would be 8 divided by 1. Then the answer here would be 8. That's how you do it. Okay?
Wait, teacher, why is it divided by 1? Because 2 divided by 1 is 2.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's
it's
I
two.
think
dividing
It's
it's
two
into
minus one. The
two.
difference.
Okay.
The
bruh.
difference between. Oh, hello. Why is there? Why is there ano? A dot. I didn't know why is there a dot, Mary. So first you have 35 and then minus. You assume that all the coins is $1, so 1 times 27. That would be 8. So this 8, you divide it with the difference between $2 and $1. So that would be 8 divided by 1, which is still 8. So there is an algebra solution for this one also. But I can show it later, or maybe it will be more confusing. This is a more preferred technique because this is fast.
That's the easiest solution for me.
Yeah. Okay, let's have number 28. We only have 3 more questions, then we can end. So how many two-digit numbers are there such that the number contains 0? Take note that this is a two-digit number.
Yes,
Of course, you start from 10, and then the next one is 20, and then the next one is 30,
30.
until you reach to 90. Because we only have two-digit numbers. So using the counting techniques, how many numbers are between 10 to 90?
9.
That would be 90 minus 10 divided by the skip count plus 1. So that would be 80 divided by 10 plus 1, which is 8 plus 1, or the answer here is 9. Take note of the counting techniques. So it should be the biggest number minus the smallest number, divide it with its skip count, or the common difference, and then plus 1. Okay,
I think that's arithmetic.
yeah, that's an arithmetic. Okay, number 29. Use digits 1, 2, 3, and 4 to form a 4-digit. There should be a dash or a hyphen, a 4-digit number such that the tens digit and thousands digit are odd. Okay, so you have 4-digit number, and then the tens digit and thousands digit. So this one and this one is odd, and the units, while the hundreds digit and the unit digit are even. So this one is even, and this one is also even. Okay, how many such 4-digit numbers are there? Okay, it is not stated here that repetition is not allowed. Okay, but the problem here is that it is stated that use digits from 1, 2, 3, and 4 to form a 4-digit number. So you can assume that repetition is not allowed because you need to choose from 1, 2, 3, and 4 from this pool of numbers. Okay? But you can always ask if repetition is allowed or repetition is not allowed. Okay? So let's say that repetition is not allowed. So if repetition is not allowed, then for the thousands digit, you can choose 1 and 3. So there are two numbers. Now, since on the tens digit, you only use one digit, on the thousands digit, you can only have one here. For the hundreds digit, you can have two numbers. But since on the tens digit, you already used one number from the hundreds digit, then you can only have one here. So if repetition is not allowed, the answer is 4. Now, if it is allowed, so again, you make 4 underlines. So on the thousands digit, you can choose 2. On the even in the ten in the sorry on the hundreds digit, you can choose 2. And then on the tens digit, you can again use 2 because repetition is allowed. And on the ones digit, you can again use 2 because repetition is allowed. So this is just 4 times 4, which is 16. Okay? So
Yes.
take note that repetition is not allowed. The answer is 4. If it is allowed, then the answer is 16.
16 or 8 is my answer, but 16 is more for me.
Okay. So last number, then we're done. Okay, last number. Find the largest sum by using all the 10 digits from 0 to 9 without repetition to form two of 5-digit numbers. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the first 5-digit number, and the other one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The question, the what is asked in the question, or what is asking in the question is, what is the largest sum? It should be the largest sum. So if it's the largest sum, then you know that, can you let me annotate so that I can continue? So if it's the largest sum, then the 10,000th digit should be the highest also. So the other one is 9, then the other one should be 8, right? Then the other one is 7, then the other one is 6, right?
The
Then
other
the
one's
other one is
5.
5, the other one is 4, right? The other one is 3, then the other one is 2. Then the other one is 1, then the other one is 0. So if you're going to add this one, that would be around equal to 1, 5, 9,
The same
3,
solution.
8, 1. So the answer is 183,951.
The same answer. I got the same answer as well.
The
I
comma
got the
should be
right
here
and
pala.
correct answer.
Okay? I guess that would be all. Hopefully you guys are ready